Okay, so today we're gonna share some I know everyone might have, if you want to drive scooter, you might already got scooter license, but we're gonna focus on something more about speeding and ticket thing more today. So Carrie, can you help me share the screen, please? Okay, so for the scooter part, there will be three coordinator. Me, I'm Carly from Zhanghua, and Fangda from Kaohsiung, and Jinmen Carrie. So you all know, you all heard, you all listened to this presentation when you come in January. So we will just really go quickly through like the few pages. So you see, why do we think how is the scooter culture around Taiwan? And then there's some procedure you have done before. And if those people who doesn't have a scooter for last year, you can still ask your coordinator to help you to organize all these things. And since ETA gonna to learn about how to drive scooter again, so you can also join them together. Okay. The things you need to prepare and test. So just hope you also remember. So if any ETA is asking you, you can also help coordinator to help them to answer some questions. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Then we're gonna focus on after you get license. Okay. So Carrie, can you do the second part?
Okay. All right. Can you all see it? I cannot
Yes.
see you, so.
Yes.
Okay, great. So you are all licensed. Good job. Congratulations. But if you're not having the scooter test, you may ask your coordinators for help. Okay. So once you get your license, you need to start to thinking that what kind of scooters you might to select. And I have a short video that maybe you guys still remember. It's a scooter fun fact. Okay, I'll just share this to you.
那你中柱可不可以立起来？中柱，那立起来还不能斜一边呢？那我也是立呀，这样不行吗？啊，你没有中柱，你都不立。抬不动啊，怎么办？立一下不怎样，不简单吗？它旁边一根，我这样立，这样不行啊。
This part.
这样还简单啊，立。那我们要这样设计也立哦，就这样立不行吗？那这样下一个人来停要怎么停？这样没人，没差。没有人的，你这样做啊？这样位置那么少，你看看人来的啊。不好意思，我听课哦。你过去一点。我就刚立，我就来的，这样怎样？我就来了。你不会立中度哦？我刚跟他讲过了，他也不听。他不讲，我怎么办？找理由啊，找理由。我就这样立，我就来了，这样那就好了。这样停的。他不管，我要进去喽。这做什么东西啊？那有没有效果？自己打出来了，我怎么办？叫你立又不立，这样收不收好？这样到底在干嘛？找其他地方停啊？现在没地方停啊，就是这个位置啊，找很久哎。你要停就停啊，他不管了，我要停的啦。啊！你看我摔倒了，你们都欺负我。
Okay, so basically it's like when you park your scooter, remember to park as the middle brake. Try not to use the side brake because that part, if you use that one, it will be really inconvenient for other people, and maybe your scooter will be get hurt by other scooters. Okay, so just quickly a short notice that when you have your scooter, and then something you might to consider when you're riding your scooter in here in Taiwan. So just some points that to remind you, you can read it, the red sentences. And the new thing is that today we try to focus on more. It's like you might break the law when you drive your scooter. So first thing we want to remind you is do not do drunk drive. It's very dangerous for you and the other people. And second thing is it's not really worth it to do that. So we have some cases happened for the past years, and since they are driving scooter, and the highest fine will be 90,000. And if you were driving a car, the highest will be 120,000 NTD. And if you think, okay, I'm the passenger, either sitting in the back side of the scooter or in the car, you will still get fined because you know the driver, either driving scooter or car, is drunk drive, but you still get on the car or scooter and then you didn't stop them of driving. So the passenger will also get fined according the law. So if you think, okay, I'm not driving a car or a scooter, or I'm not give a ride for anybody else, I can drive bicycle or electric scooter. But you need to notice that any kind of, I would say, vehicles with wheel, if you drive that on the road, if you drunk and driving, you will still get fined. So it's really not worth it to do that. Okay, if you choose to drinking some alcohol, the best way you do is to take the taxi or ask someone else to give you a ride home. Okay. So for the we changed this rule this year, July 1st, that if the blood alcohol content or the breath analyzer test is higher than 0.15, then you will get fined. Okay, so try really hard not to do drunk drive. It's really, really dangerous. And if you do that, it will have so many scooter violation process in later. So it's really not worth it to do that. Okay, another thing we want to remind you that when you were driving your scooter, do not speeding. It might happen sometimes that when you drive, because there's no car, no scooters on the road, so you just, I have a good mood, so you drive really fast, but that is not okay. We have some reminders for you that if you see this sign on the road, can anyone tell me what's this number mean? Is there anyone know what's this number mean? No? Okay, that means this number is the highest speed you can drive on the road. Okay, so when you drive on this road, you have to lower the speed on the sign. You cannot be higher than that. Okay, and so like this ticket, it says like the road limit is 50, but the speeding camera, it got 68, which means you over 18 speed. So it's under 20 kilometers. So it will be fine for 1200 NT. Okay, so if it's over like 20 to 40 km, it will be higher. It will be 1400. So, and if it's over 40 to 6 km, it will be the highest 1600. Okay, so this is about the speeding part. And another part some of you will, I think this part is really easily that you need to be focused because this is the illegal parking. So for example, this picture is in the train station. And on the alley, there's a sign say no parking here. But our ETA still park in this area with other scooters as well. So she got ticket, okay? But this is not okay because there is a sign here say do not park here. So some notices before you parking on the side of the road, you can find like this parking square for scooter. You have to park inside that. And the yellow line, some of you might notice on the side road, there is some yellow line. That is the temporary parking for 3 minutes, only 3 minutes. So if it's over 3 minutes, someone might call the policeman or some camera will take it. So be careful when you park on the yellow line. Okay. And the following is that you do not park in this area. For example, like red line, either like inside the red line or outside, or I don't know. When you see red light, just don't park it. It's very not okay to do that. Like this picture. Some drivers, they just think, oh, okay, I can park inside the red line. But no, this is not okay. You will still get fined. Okay. Oh, wait. And then like the sidewalk and the hydrant and corner, these are not okay to park. Some people will park on the sidewalk with other scooters, which is also not a good idea to do that. If you see this sign, just don't park your scooter over there. And if you see this hydrant here, just within the 5 meters on each side, just don't park over there. And of course, the corner, no parking because it's very dangerous when other people trying to make a turn. And for the double parking on the red line, it's not okay as well. And the accessible parking area is also not okay. Okay. So when you drive on the road, you might have this experience that you met these group of people. We call it 三宝, 马路三宝. 3 kinds of people will do that. So the first one is they always driving on the opposite direction. Maybe it's convenient for them. Maybe their house is just over there, but it's not okay. And the second kind of people is like not keep distance. So they drive very, very close to other drivers, other scooters or cars, which is also not okay because you all know that when we were driving, we have to have some safety distance. Okay. And then the third kind is they drive really, really fast. They're speeding all the time. So these 3 of people is very dangerous on the road. So when you met them, when you see them on the road, just try to have a lot of distance with them. So I want to hear that. Is there anyone has any kind of experience about this group of people, or you have gotten any tickets or any scooter accidents you want to share? Anyone? No?
Well, I can just say one time my friend and I from Taitung, we were driving down to Kenting. So we were driving through a new kind of area, and we didn't realize that a tunnel that we were going through, a tunnel on our way, was only for cars. So like we drove our scooters through this tunnel and we didn't think anything of it. But then 2 weeks later, Ray texted us and said, you guys each owe $1,800 for driving through the tunnel both ways. So you're like, God. So if you're ever going somewhere new, just make sure that your route is not going to take you through a tunnel that you can't go in.
Right. Thank you. Anyone want to share more? We got one more people. We can have one more person to share. No? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, then okay.
There's a share in the chat box.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't see it because I'm sharing the screen. I'll check it later.
I can read it. Carrie,
Oh.
I can read it.
Oh, okay. Thank
So
you.
Gabriel said, I got the speeding test and didn't realize till I got back home to the US. The speeding cameras are real and will get you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So next part we will welcome Fanda to do the
Okay.
presentation.
So I guess most of you already licensed, and in some sites, you probably rent a scooter, and some places probably you will purchase a second-hand scooter. So if you are looking for renting a scooter, it's about 3,000 to 5,000 per month. And if you are buying a second-hand scooters, approximately you probably want to pay between like 15,000 to 30,000. It really depends the scooter's condition. I think a new scooter costs 700,000. 对吗, Carrie? Like a new scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's around like 700,000 NTD. Yeah. But whichever you purchase or rent, you should all have insurance for your scooter. Next slide. Okay, so this is if you are buying a scooter or selling a scooter, like what will you need to prepare. So for sure, you have to make sure there is insurance, and then you have to transfer the ownership. And before transferring, usually you get to check if there is any violation ticket. And then there is a full tax like you pay in July for the current year. So for example, July, now you pay 2021 years of full tax. And then to do a scooter ownership transfer, you do need to go to DMV. And then here are the documents that you need. So you both need to bring your ARC and a second ID. So it could be your health card or your license. And then if it's under your Chinese name, then you can bring your Chinese name stamps. Yeah. If it's not under your Chinese name, you may have to go and sign off in person. Yeah. And then we have to go to, so make sure you also have the insurance card and then the scooter registration. So all these documents will be transferred to your name if you are buying a scooter or owning a scooter. Yeah. So it's actually not difficult process at DMV, and you just follow the steps. And to do a title transfer, you do need to do a inspection for the headlights and turn on the signals and make sure your horn is working. And the transfer fee is about $150. And then if you haven't paid your tax, then they will ask you to pay at the same time. And then this is the insurance, and the compulsory insurance usually come with your scooter. So when you buy a scooter, like the compulsory insurance should come with your scooter. And then if it's going to be expired, usually it's 1 year is about $660. And for the ETAs and ETFs if you are riding a scooter, we do want you to add this third-party liability, which is to cover the passengers and the other parties if there is a property damage. And then the other two is optional. It's like for your personal, like if you injure yourself or you hit a tree, things like that, then this insurance will cover your injury. And then the last one is the additional passenger injury protection. And that's when you have a passenger at the back of you. And if something happened and this passenger is also insured. So you can see this table and you'll be able to know what's covered or not. Yeah, but basically for ETFs, we all want everyone to at least have the third party insured. And then the compulsory is already came with your scooter. Okay, next. Okay, so if you are owning a scooter, I think yesterday's presentation, we have encouraged you to buy at this 4/3 coverage helmet. And then for your scooter, you should check or change oil regularly and maintain it regularly. And if the insurance is upcoming, then probably check with your coordinator and they can also help you to renew or get more insurance covered. And then the last is if the scooter is over 5 years, you do need to do an environmental inspection every year. So if you are buying a second-hand scooter, usually the scooter is over 5 years. And then you will receive a notice and pay that click. Carrie, you can click. So you will receive a notice to inform you to do this environmental inspection at the scooter shop or at the designated scooter shop. And usually it's free. It's just help to check if your scooter is environmental friendly, although it comes a lot of insult. But this has to be done every year if your scooter is over 5 years. Okay, next. Okay, and then this is if unfortunately you were run into an accident, this is how you help yourself or report to the police. And usually you dial 110 for police, 119 for emergency medical assistance or for the ambulance to come. And then of course, don't forget to call your coordinator. And when you call, you provide location, time, and license plate number, and then vehicle type, and then the condition of injured and the person's name. And then you do not change anything if the scooter or car crash, and just wait till the police come and they will get through the process of the report. And then EMT will take the victim to the hospital by ambulance. And then our ambulance, I think it should be free, like for like it's covered from our health insurance. Yeah. And so so after all the reports is done, your accident registration form will be provided from the police department, and then it will be available after 30 days when the accident occurred. So next. So during this time, you should keep all if you go to like doctor or hospital, you should all keep every receipt. And then, because the insurance claim could happen a little later, like later than 30 days. And you may get compensated from the medical expenses. So make sure you ask for the doctor notes and then keep all the receipts. And if there is any property loss or any damage, then you can also keep in mind it could be insured or compensated after when we talk to the other party for a settlement. And if you are injured, you do have right to file a lawsuit within 6 months. If not, the case should be closed within 6 months with a settlement. And just a reminder, so all these expenses for this case or accident, you will have to pay first and then get claimed later. So just make sure everything is kept well, and if not, you can actually go back to the hospital to ask for a copy of receipt, but you may have to pay for extra receipts as well. Okay, next. I think that's pretty much everything we want to remind everyone for this section. And Terry, 你要先不要那个吗？
没了。
So does anyone has any questions? Do you all have good experience with scooter?
Let me ask you something. For the people who get driver license, like scooter driver license, how many times you took the test until you get the license? Can you just use your finger to show the screen? Wow. Yeah, so I'm Taiwanese. I got my scooter license for the 3rd time. So yeah, so everyone's really did a good job. So I'm ashamed of myself though.
Okay, so if we don't have any questions, I think we will just call out for today. Yeah, and then I think the next section is the coordinator time. So probably talk to your coordinator, or if you want to meet early. Okay, thank you. Good seeing everyone.